Virginia also. Yes, we can
Hi,
start
Swami.
then. Hi, Prakash. So I'm just reminding for everyone because many of us are familiar with the characters, but many are not. Main character is Narada. Narada is one of the ancient sages from ancient times, and he actually existed in physical form. And then we have all the subtle powers in different names, and then Shiva, who is responsible for transformation. Then we have Vishnu. These are all elements as we call tattva or um, the form of energy, primal form of energy. Shiva, responsible for all the transformation. Vishnu, who is responsible for carrying out what happened after transformation. And Shiva becomes Vishnu once the transformation job is done. And the creation part responsibility is on Brahma. So Shiva becomes Brahma for the creation part. So this specifically this book is the place where the Shiva has been given the prime importance. So everyone plays the second fiddle to Shiva. This is how it goes. When the hero is Shiva, everyone is the second one. Then there are other another texts where Vishnu is the main lead. Then Shiva and Brahma and everyone else becomes the second fiddle. So it goes on like that only. Huh? So let us start the story. We'll start with the from where we left, Pravinji, or we'll revise also.
We can recap quick from last week. Did anybody have any questions? Whoever attended the session, Valerie, Siddharth, Vivek, any questions? Vivek, were you here for the story?
Yes, Praveen, I was here.
Okay, all right. So everybody's okay. So we will move forward then.
So just let me recap everything. So last week was the story goes that Narada is doing meditation and everything, and because his intensity was very high, so Indra got scared, and we discussed about what is Indra, who is Indra. Indra got scared because someone who is not walking the in the same league with others, it disturbs the normal, so-called normal structure, and he sends the angel of desires to Narada, but Narada remains unaffected. And when he comes out of meditation, Narada feels like he has won over the desires, and that feeling of winning over the desires creates so much of trouble for Narada in many sense. He is not realizing that it is all because of the play of the primal energy. So now we are moving ahead from that point. Yes, Pravinji.
Please, Swamiji. So we will start from where Narada finally realizes that he was under the illusion created by the Shiva, and then he asks for forgiveness of Vishnu after cursing him. After once he has cursed, he bows down to Vishnu and goes to his father Brahma. He says, O Brahma, knower of the form of Brahman, O Pitahma, the Lord of the universe, by your grace I have heard the greatness of Vishnu entirely, and also the path of devotion, of knowledge, of austere penance, of charitable gifts, and of holy centers. But I have not understood the principle of Shiva. Hence, O Lord, please explain the rules of his worship and also the various activities of the Lord. O dear sage, how can Shiva, who is free from attributes, become full of attributes? Since I am deluded by Shiva's Maya, I do not know the principle of Shiva. Creation, in the middle of creation, how does he sport about? How does it go? At the time of dissolution, how does he remain? How is he the benefactor of the word propitiated? O Brahma, when propitiated, what benefit does he bestow on his devotees and on others? Please satisfy me on all these inquiries. I have heard that the Lord become delighted immediately. The merciful great God cannot bear the stress and strain of his devotees. The third deity, the three deities, Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh, are born as parts of Shiva. Mahesha, having all the parts of Shiva, is Shiva himself. Please tell me all about his manifestation and especially his exploits. O Lord, please narrate the manifestation of Uma and her marriage, their domestic life, especially their great divine sports and other things which are worthy of mention, should be narrated to me. O sinless one, please bestow me the knowledge. Parvati's birth and her marriage, as well as Ganesha's birth, shall be narrated in detail. O Lord of Universe, this I have heard from many before, but I am not satisfied, hence I have sought refuge in you. Please have mercy on me. On hearing these words of Narada, his own son, Brahma, the grandfather of the word, says, O Brahmin, foremost among the celestial beings, a good matter has been inquired into by you, rendering service to the words and desiring their benefit. I shall explain to you the wholesome and salutary principles of Shiva on hearing which the various sins of the people are destroyed. Neither the principles of Shiva nor his supreme wonderful forms have been understood by me or by Vishnu or by anyone else. At the time of great dissolution, when all the mobile and immobile objects of the world are dissolved, everything gets enveloped in darkness, without the sun, planets, and stars. There is no moon. The day and the night are not there. There is no fire, no wind, no earth, and no water. There is no unmanifest primordial being. The whole the whole firmament is one complete void, devoid of all tejas elements. There is no dharma or adharma, no sound, no touch, smell, color. There are no manifestations. There is no taste. The face of the quarters is not democrated. Thus, when there is pitch darkness that cannot be pierced with a needle, and what is mentioned in the Vedas as the existent and the Brahman is alone present. When the
Let's stop, Pravinji. Let's stop. This is too good. Too good. Because this is how now Brahma is explaining the time when nothing existed. What we know as dark matter and dark energy. It is that state of existence of that state of existence. And Pravinji, can you repeat that line when in the beginning when Brahma says that how can I know him? There is something like that. Can you check?
Yes. Okay. In the very beginning, what I wrote? Okay.
Almost in the beginning.
Okay. O Brahma, knower of the form of Brahman. Let's say, oh dear sage, how can Shiva, who is free from attributes, become full of attributes? Since I am deluded by Shiva's Maya, I do not know the principle.
Yes. So this is a very important line. The primal energy is free from all attributes. So that cannot be understood because whatever can be understood will should have some attributes. And what Brahma is saying, how can I? Because I am deluded by his Maya. Why? Because the moment I say I'm away from Shiva. I'm different from the primal energy. The moment I feel I'm different from primal energy, I cannot actually explain that. And this is what Narada is asking about what the primal energy. That energy which was there before anything existed. Even existence, saying existence, will bring something into existence. So in the classical texts, this is written as non-duality, not even singularity, non-duality, Advait, Siddhant. Because the moment somebody says there exists only one means two. I hope this is making sense. So I'm repeating, the moment somebody says their existence existed at one point in time, only one, because one has been mentioned, so it becomes two. Automatically it becomes two. And somebody saying in some time, at some time is also being mentioned. So the most apt way or the most how do I say it? That which cannot be expressed is expressed as non-dual, not as one, Advait. So sorry, uh, there are three principles. One is called Dvait. Dvait means two. Advait means there is no two, and there is something called Vishisht Advait. So specific, non-dual. So, there are different types of philosophies, but this is what Brahma is narrating now. So, shall we go ahead because it will have many more beautiful things. Yes, Pravinji. So, basically, he is explaining the dark matter and dark energy. And there was no sun, no moon, no wind, nothing was there, and there was just void. And that is what the science calls dark matter and dark energy. Yes, Pravinji.
Okay, Swamiji. Thus when okay, there is no dharma. Thus when there is pitch dark, no, there it is neither short. Yeah, it is when the present visible world is not in existence, the Sat Brahman alone, the Sat, not Sat, the Sat Brahman alone is present, which yoginis and yogis observe perpetually in the inner soul, in the inner firmament. It is incomprehensible to the mind. It cannot at all be expressed by words. It has neither name nor color. It is neither thick nor thin. It is neither short nor long. It is neither light nor heavy. There is neither increase or decrease in it. The Vedas say that it envelopes whatever is in a surprising way. It is the splendor, the truth, the knowledge, the eternal, and the great bliss. It is immeasurable, propels, changeless, formless, attributeless, perceptible to the yogis, all pervasive, and the sole cause of the universe. It is free from alternatives. It has no beginning. It is free from illusion and its harassments. It has no second. It has neither beginning nor end. It has no development. It is in the form of pure knowledge. People have doubts about giving it a name. That being, then, after some time, it is said, wished for a second. A wish for a second. The being having no form of its own wished to create in the course of its own sport an auspicious form of its own endowed with all powers, qualities, and knowledge. A form that goes everywhere, that has all forms, that sees all, that is the cause of all, that should be respected by all, that is at the beginning of all, that bestows everything, and that sanctifies everything should be created. So it wished, and hence created that form of Ishvara, of pure nature, the original being without a second, with neither beginning nor end, that illuminates everything, that is in the form of pure knowledge, Chitta.
Pravinji, Pravinji, I think we should stop. Just can you repeat the whole thing again?
Yes,
Because this is so. I'm just giving the context of what is happening. Now Brahma is explaining how the creation has actually happened, and before the creation actually happened, the that voidness, that dark energy, darkness, dark matter, whatever can be called as Shiva, because this text specifically is focused on the Shiva Tattva, and Shiva Tattva is being explained. So this is very simple. How the creation, many people want to know how the creation has happened. So this is how the creation has happened, and this is what Brahma is explaining. But along with that, how Brahma, what is Brahma, what Brahma is explaining, he is also mentioning after the creation has started, then came the gods. Even Brahma came after the creation has started to happen. Even Vishnu came after creation has started. But he specifically mentions that this form of the primal force as Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh are the purest form of existence. And later on, what happened? This pure form got into many other forms. We'll just listen to this again, once again. Huh? Please, Praveen.
neither the principles of Shiva nor his supreme wonderful forms have been understood by me or by Vishnu or by anyone else. At the time of great dissolution, when all the mobile and immobile objects of the world are dissolved, everything gets enveloped in darkness. Without the sun, planets, and stars, there is no moon. The day and the night are not democrated. There is no fire, no wind, no earth, no water. There is no unmanifest primordial being. The whole firmament is one complete void, devoid of all tejas elements. There is no dharma or adharma, no sound, no touch, smell, and colors are not in manifestation. There is no taste. The face
Just a second, Pravinji. Just a second. So dharma and adharma uh, can be has been taken misinterpreted wrongly as religion. Religion is a very small part of dharma. Dharma is basically what is righteousness, what is not also righteousness, but what are you supposed to do and what are you not supposed to do in the context of time, place, event also, and in the bigger context also. Huh? Yes, Praveen.
Swamiji. Okay. Uh, thus, when there is pitch darkness that cannot be pierced with a needle, and what is mentioned in the Vedas as the existent and the Brahman is alone present. When the present visible world is not in existence, the Sat Brahman alone is present, which yogis observe perpetually in the inner soul, the inner firmament. It is in
Hold on. Again, this is what we experience when we go into samadhi. So first meditation happens and then samadhi comes. And what is the ultimate experience of samadhi is this. We experience that primal force. And every time, even for a moment is less than a second actually. In Indian classical text, a moment is less than a second. Every time anyone comes into that state of being, one becomes that actually, and that creates the magic in and around. Now, only human beings can experience this. Why it is so? This is how nature has decided so. Other beings are some of the animals or living beings are considered very high also in order, but those living beings are bound by nature and nature alone. Human beings are the only beings that can go against nature, away from nature, and be in the nature also. Like why elephant is considered very sort of in classical ancient texts, elephants are also considered very high in order. Their memory and their intelligence nobody can match. Even humans don't have that kind of memory and intelligence. Then cow. That is why in Indian texts, cows, killing cows and eating cows, always no, you can't do this because these animals are very high in order. And these living beings can also experience samadhi, but only by the grace of the master. Even human beings can only experience samadhi by the grace of the master, but human beings can put an effort. These animals do not put effort. And when we go into meditation and samadhi, Shiva can be experienced. Yes, Praveenji.
Swamiji. It is incomprehensible to the mind. It cannot at all be expressed by words. It has neither name nor color. It is neither thick nor thin. It is neither short nor long.
Praveenji, I'm stopping again. Huh? Don't mind. Can you restart the sentence and just stop?
Yes, Swamiji. it is incomprehensible to the mind. It cannot be explained.
Mind, just hold on. Just hold on. Just hold on. Mind. Why it is incomprehensible for the human mind? Because human mind has very limited scope. For example, we can't even hear when the jet planes move. We don't listen. We can't hear to the sound. What a cat can see, the human mind cannot see. What a dog can sniff, human mind cannot sniff. So, because of the limitations of human mind, it is being said that mind cannot understand. It is incomprehensible. And what is the next?
The next
How it
sentence,
goes, Praveerji?
yeah, the next sentence goes, it cannot at all be expressed by words.
Yes. So we are discussing that which cannot be discussed. This is the irony of and the beauty of, because human beings cannot stay away from this. This is very natural tendency to know that, to express that, but an mature mind, intelligent mind knows that it can never be captured in words. No matter how much the scriptures or texts say what they say, no matter how much a master says, this cannot be expressed, only can be experienced. Can it be experienced? Yes. Only it can, only and only it can be experienced, nothing else. So here the importance of meditation comes. And why only meditation? Because there is no other way than meditation. Absolutely no other way. That is why meditation is the highest one can go in human life. And it is not just one type of meditation. As Mahasi Patanjali in Patanjali Yoga Sutra has explained, there are many, many types of meditation. And it is not that meditation can only be experienced with open eye. Even while cooking, one can go through meditation. Even while singing in a group, one can go into meditation. Even while watching just a flowing river, one can get into meditation or samadhi also. Even while watching a sunset or sunrise, or just uh, experiencing the beauty. I'm not saying seeing the beauty, experiencing the beauty of nature, one can go into samadhi. So human life is not never been away from samadhi or meditation, but unconsciously it has been happening. Until unless it happens consciously, the life goes on, but not, it is like back to square one again, even after experiencing meditation. For those who are regularly meditating also, they can get back to not exactly square one, but they go forward, then they come back, because they don't understand the pitfalls of uh, the path. Somebody has very beautiful experience and that's it, gone. Oh, I had such a beautiful experience. I experienced bliss. I saw this, I saw that, and that's it, finished. Because you are again trying to explain something which can never be explained. So you are going high and then coming down again. And that is once you have come onto the path, once we have come onto the path, once we have experienced samadhi, it becomes our natural responsibility. Natural responsibility, not responsibility, to at least convey the message, experience of Samadhi to people around us. Why? Because many of us do not even know that such possibility exists in life. And any life devoid of exploring the highest possibility of existence, I think we have talked a lot. Today we'll meditate because if anybody has anything to say, otherwise we'll simply go into meditation. Because talking about meditation is good enough, but going into meditation is.
Anyone has any questions that they would like to ask Swamiji?
I'll just share something.
You could share.
By the way, is it making sense? Because you cannot explain something which is unexplainable. Still, words are needed for intellect. Until unless the intellect is satisfied, it will not let you go through it. So this is what the texts do. They satisfy the mind also and also intellect. So that these two do not create hurdles in walking ahead, going through. Joy, Vivek. Joy, name is joy. So this is what we experience in meditation, and the fruit of joy is having such Vivek. Vivek is discrimination. So we have, and of course we have Siddharth, the one who is experiencing all this. Yes, Pradya.
Swamiji, it has been mentioned in the whatever Didi read, that principle is devoid of the elements which are tejas in nature. So the principles are panchabhotik. So what is the meaning of those elements which are tejas in nature?
Tejas is the natural. If something is alive, that something which is alive has a certain sort of glow, which is not there when something is not alive. That element is called Tejas. Very not so easy to explain. Radiance, it can also be called radiance. So nothing was there, not even radiance.
So Swamiji, space also has radiance.
Yes, it has. Even earth has a radiance. Anything that exists is alive has a radiance. What else?
Virginia, you have any questions? No.
So let's sit for meditation for some time. It's time for meditation. I'm putting alarm because if we really go deep, we'll lose track of time. So sit comfortably. eyes closed, and with a smile of a kid who has suddenly discovered something so beautiful, so amazing. Smiling from within, wow, I have found this treasure. Take a normal, long, and deep breath. And let go. Let go of everything and relax. However things are, let it be. However the body is feeling, let it be. Whatever is the state of the mind, let that be. Breathe in once again, and as you breathe out, relax. Let go and relax. Relax more and more. Breathe in and let go. Once again, breathe in and let go. Become aware of your body, surroundings. Another normal breath in. As you breathe out, slowly and gradually, taking your own time, open your eyes. Was good. Oh, meditation was good. Very nice, Praveenji. You have brought something so beautiful into lives. I have never read Shiv Puran, so I got lucky.
Thanks to my mom.
As we say, moms are always right. Huh?
People give Ramayana, she gave me Shiv Puran. Huh?
Is she still there?
No, she passed away. She passed away in 2006, Swamiji. And actually, if I were to share my experience after she died, not that she gave me physical copy of Shiv Puran, I actually experienced it. This
So tonight, when you go to sleep, just remember her and say thank you.
sure.
Just say thank you.
I will.
Okay, then let us all meet next week.
Thank you so much, Swami.
Jai Gurudev.